Bitcoin, your time has arrived. Now, today's video is all about Bitcoin, guys, because things are not looking good at all, right? 2017 Credit Suisse CEO says Bitcoin at $7,000 is the very definition of a bubble. Then 2023, Bitcoin is pumping past $28,000 while his bank is failing, right? Which they did get bailed out, guys. Credit Suisse CEO skeptical about Bitcoin quote-unquote bubble back in November 2nd, 2017. But if they thought Bitcoin was in a bubble back then at $7,000, imagine now, guys, at 28K, but imagine at 100K. Do you know what that means, guys? It literally means when Bitcoin plummets, right, when the collapse takes place, Bitcoin will plummet and decimate every other cryptocurrency out there because everything's tied to Bitcoin. Even XRP is, guys, right? Which at some point in time, XRP will decouple. Someone stated Bitcoin will outlive all banks supported by money printing. I mean, the system or the financial system will collapse, guys, but I believe Bitcoin goes down with it, right? At some point in time, they're going to change the code, though. Now, this is where it all makes sense, guys, from David Schwartz. It's weird. After the wisdom tooth removal, I'm starting to like Bitcoin maximalism a lot more, right? Interesting. So it seems like a few weeks back, guys, David Schwartz removed one of his wisdom tooth, right? And then after that point, he's starting to like Bitcoin a lot more, right? At that point in time, or at this point in time, I'm not sure right now if he does or not. But again, the wisdom tooth, right? "Quote unquote wisdom tooth." So he's basically making a joke, or is he truly, guys? Right? Come on. When you remove your wisdom tooth, you possibly remove a piece of wisdom within you. Now, which is what liking Bitcoin more, right? Now, from David Schwartz once again, me in 2012, guys, Bitcoin miner. So was David Schwartz mining Bitcoin back then, guys, right? But then obviously he changed his tune to what? XRP, right? Glad we got David Schwartz on the team, guys, right? Remember, proof of work it's not scalable. It's literally not sustainable, guys, right? So it seems like what's going to happen with Bitcoin? It's literally about to die. Justin, U.S. government to sell 41,500 Bitcoin, which is $1.18 billion connected to Silk Road in 4 batches there this year, guys, right? Even the U.S. government wanted to get rid of their Bitcoins, guys. Think about it just for a moment, right? The craziest thing. Again, so let's check this out. Due to its long history of seizures, the U.S. government is one of the largest holders of Bitcoin. According to the court filings, the U.S. government holds more than this many Bitcoin. As of March 27, the numbers revealed that the United States government is the largest holder of Bitcoin. So if they dump it, guess what's going to happen with Bitcoin's price? Collapse, right? And it's going to cascade into every other coin out there, especially Tether. If that implodes, it's game over. The numbers revealed the United States, as you guys can see, initially the United States government seized Bitcoin maintained by individual X, which is interconnected to the Silk Road marketplace. This left the United States government with 69,369 Bitcoin. It was also followed by the seizure of 50,000 Bitcoins from James, who is again connected to Silk Road. Now, according to the details from the latest court documents, the United States government is planning to sell 41.5K Bitcoin connected to Silk Road, right? U.S. governments to sell 41,000 Bitcoin. Now, it seems like they're going to sell the Bitcoin in 4 different batches this year, which means we won't see a flash crash occur, most likely, because other whales will eat it up probably. But remember what we said a long time ago, that Bitcoin will probably have one final leg, guys, right, before the implosion takes place, and they're probably going to change the code after, right, and bring it back up again, like the quote-unquote Phoenix. The details revealed that the government had begun liquidating 51,000 Bitcoins forfeited in one of these cases, as you guys can read right here. Now, the government sold 10,000 Bitcoin for a total of $215 million on March 14th, 2023. And then they're going to be selling the rest of the 41,000 Bitcoins this calendar year, but in 4 different batches, which is equivalent to about $1 billion, guys, right? In the current price of 28K, which is crazy. Now, but on the other hand, Tron founder Justin Sun offers to buy all 41,500 Bitcoin from the U.S. government at a 10% discount. Wow, guys, right? Why would he? maybe to get his name out there and his project and whatnot, right? But maybe he knows Bitcoin will definitely have one last leg up, guys, before the implosion, the collapse takes place, right? At the end of the day. Most likely. Not to mention, Bitboy comes into play and bashes Bitcoin as well, guys, right? So basically, check this out. He attacks Bitcoin maximalists and a few other things right here. And Max Kaiser is basically replying to his video right here, but we'll talk about it just after.
You don't think they're going to come after Bitcoin if they manage to wipe all the proof of stake blockchains out, which they're not going to? But if they did, you don't think they'd go for Bitcoin? Okay, come on, guys. Well, you think Gary Gensler is just going to say, "Oh, you know what? We love Bitcoin more than the banks. Yes, right. We love Bitcoin." How dumb are you? How stupid are you? How dumb are you? If that's what you think. If look at Corey Klippenstein. This guy right here is the biggest douche in the history of mankind. He looks like MacGruber from a Saturday Night Live episode. This man would do anything to put his hands down Gary Gensler's pants. That's what he wants. He wants to put his hands in his pants and say, "Oh, Bitcoin, yeah, you like that? Bitcoin, Gary Gensler." You don't think Gary Gensler's coming after Bitcoin next? How effing stupid are you? He came in and says, "Blockchain expert, teaching the blockchain. Oh, he loves Bitcoin." You think Goldman Sachs loves Bitcoin? Is it not clear by now what these people are trying to do? Is it not clear to you? The Bitcoin maximalists are the worst of all. You don't think they're coming after you for environmental stuff for Bitcoin mining? You don't think they want every single data output from Bitcoin mining farms for what? For fun? For them to track it? No. The dumbest people in crypto are the people that believe it won't happen to them. The people that believe that our coin is different. It's different. It's clearly different. Look, it's different. Guys, the government looks at it. All is the same. And one by one, the banking system and the regulators that are being paid off by the banks, including Gary Gensler, one by one, they're coming after your coins. It's time to man up. It's time to make a wall of defense. And it's time to stop the tribalism, work together, and let's bring the rest of this financial system down. Let's get it.
I mean, Bitboy is starting to wake up, guys. Finally, right? Bitboy never understood Bitcoin. Now he's about to get crushed by his ignorance. So, I mean, Bitboy was a Bitcoin maximalist at one point in time, but now he's finally starting to wake up, guys. Right? It's quite clear what's really happening. Breaking giant Bitcoin symbol projected on the ECB building, European Central Bank. Now, this is what I believe, right? So it's fascinating. Some people hate Bitcoin from the governments, but some do like it or love it. So why is this the case? Well, I believe this is a lure mechanism, guys, right? To bring in as many people as possible to Bitcoin, to buy Bitcoin until its demise takes place at one point in time, right? Justin, Congress introduces bill proposing Bitcoin mining can help achieve energy goals and grow the US economy, but can it truly? On the other hand, they were talking about how it's not sustainable at all, right? Nor is it scalable, guys, right? So I believe they're trying to make people fall for it, right? This trick. It's going to be sleight of hand, guys, right? So at the end, they will pull a sleight of hand, which means they're going to do something else rather than believe what they're saying, right? So right now, what's really happening is they're trying to perhaps pump Bitcoin, right, to a certain point of price, maybe around 90 something K, then its demise will take place. Now, more people are talking about Bitcoin, as you guys can see, right, in the show, about Joe Rogan on bank runs, and why they should buy gold and Bitcoin, guys, right? It's because people are pulling money out of the banks, bank runs were occurring and whatnot, and now they're getting scared, right? People were at that point in time, so now, oh, I cracked the code, guys. We cracked the code right here. This is why the banks started failing in the beginning of time, right? So people can buy into cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of people still hate XRP, guys, so obviously they're not going to buy XRP. But what is in the mainstream? Bitcoin is, right? They're trying to lure everyone into Bitcoin. At one point in time, it could collapse. Well, I'm guessing he was talking about the banks and whatnot, guys, right? And how the economy will obviously tie in with the collapse when it does take place. So Not to mention, the NSA probably created Bitcoin, guys. Here's why. During the chaos of the 2008 housing crisis emerged a revolutionary new form of currency in 2009, which was Bitcoin. Created by an unknown person or group, this digital currency has since taken the world by storm. It's that simple, guys. The proof is in the damn pudding. This is all you need to know. First of all, we actually talked about this a long time ago, that the timing is impeccable. As soon as the housing crisis took place, right, things collapsed and all these things were taking place at that point in time. What came right after? Bitcoin did, right? To lure the people in, to make people run away from one system to another. It's both the same thing, guys. If they created it, you haven't escaped the no system at all, right? Which obviously attracted a lot of investors and whatnot, guys, right? Because people were scared. It's all about fear, guys. They use that advantage. Wow, they literally use that crisis to their own advantage. Do you guys see that they don't care? They will do whatever it takes to fulfill their end goal, guys. The Bitcoin cult is in for a rude awakening. The CEO of Chase said governments will crush it one day. But you know, Twitter says Bitcoin is the future, so who cares what the bankers say, right? Haha. XRP will take the throne once and for all soon. Exactly, guys. Literally, he stated it, guys, right? The CEO of Chase. I'm not going to play the video, but I'll leave it in downstream shows so you guys can see further. So if they know that their Bitcoin will be crushed one day it will. Right? It's the banks control, guys, right? Control the system as we speak today. And if they want to complete something, they will, guys. But we already know the game plan. Everything up, Bitcoin goes up to a certain price and then collapses, and then that quote unquote dies, right, at the same time, and then they'll change the code and bring it back up. Probably not financial advice, but XRP will definitely decouple, in my humble belief, when Bitcoin does die, right? And XRP is granted clarity possibly around the same time frame, so to speak, or at the same time. Not financial advice. Prepare. But anyways, guys, so much. Amazing, see ya.